Our voyage begins with a melodious performance, the talented brothers, Aman and Ayan Ali Bangash.
ॐ श्री सूर्य नारायणाय नमः। आदितस्य नमस्कारं ये तुर्वन्ति दिने दिने। जन्मान्तर सहस्रेषु दारिद्र्यं नोपजायते।
To thank the Aditya Birla Group, one of the largest and most respected business houses of the country that really needs no introduction at all. This event is an event of Grasim suitings, the suiting that dresses the man of substance. Let's take a moment to thank the Aditya Birla Group for providing this wonderful platform to young men from across the world, a meeting ground where they can exchange ideas and compete for the title of Grasim Mr. International.
आदित्यः सविता सूर्याः खगः पूषा गभस्तिमान् सुवर्णसदृशो भानुर्विश्वरेता दिवाकरः। तप्तच्चामि कराभाय हरये विश्वकर्मणे नमः समस्तमोऽभिनिघ्नाय रुचये लोकसाक्षिणे जयाय जयभद्राय हर्षवाय नमो नमः नमो नमः सहस्रांश आदित्याय नमो नमः आदित्याय नमो नमः
The pageant completes a memorable 5 years today, ladies and gentlemen. It was a journey that commenced in 1998 in Jaipur and today has arrived in Delhi.
The first title went to Costa Rica. Since then, successive titles have been awarded to Venezuela, India, and the Philippines.
And tonight here we are in New Delhi, my city, where representatives from 26 nations from all across the world will be vying for the title of the 5th Grasim Mr. International.
Well, I met all of them backstage, Manpreet, and all I can say is कि ये सब मेरे मन के प्रीत हैं. I just can't decide.
Sare ke sare? Sab ke sab?
मैं क्या करूं?
Well, don't worry, Ruby. Luckily, we're not the ones who have to make a decision. We don't have to choose.
Thankfully.
We're going to leave that really difficult decision onto our very distinguished panel of judges. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go right ahead and invite our judges onto stage. Please welcome our first judge for the evening, Mrs. Jolynn Sutherland, the wife of the Canadian High Commissioner.
Another very gorgeous lady we have with us, the talented actress from Bollywood, Poonam Dhillon.
And for all the die-hard cricket fans, which I guess basically means 90% of the audience over here, please put your hands together for Mr. Gordon Greenwich, the famous opening batsman of the West Indies.
Wow.
Oh, all the cricket fans are going absolutely crazy over here.
I don't know, everywhere I go there's cricket. Please welcome the director of the leading male modeling agency from London, Model 1, Ms. Kathy Pryor. She is here to pick the winner for a modeling contract for her agency.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Ashutosh Govarikar, the renowned director who truly has made India proud by taking Bollywood creations right up to the top 10 of the Oscars. Mr. Ashutosh Govarikar.
A true man of substance. And now we have with us Ms. Patricia Lavigne. Ms. Lavigne has been in broadcast and television for the past 18 years, carrying a profile of working with some of the most renowned entertainment studios like Warner Brothers, MTV, 20th Century Fox, and the World Disney Company.
And now please put your hands together for Mr. Stephen Kronkoda. Mr. Kronkoda is a senior vice president of E-Networks Entertainment, and he's also the head of Style Television Network. Well, here's a man who's going to be checking all the styles on stage this evening.
Sir, you're going to give all our contestants a complex, looking so handsome. Please welcome our 8th judge this evening, Ms. Francesca Mela from Greece. Ms. Mela is a renowned actress of Greek television who has fully been involved with theater and television production. Currently, she's involved in the production of a talk show and a debut album for herself.
And now please put your hands together for our 9th judge for this evening, Ms. Reena Dhaka. Ladies and gentlemen, Reena, of course, needs no introduction at all in India and abroad. Reena is one of the renowned designers of the country, and her spirit of adventure is truly visible in her clothing, color, style, and a lot of energy. Reena Dhaka. And I must say, this is quite a unique gathering, and the stars in our midst will definitely outshine the stars in the sky tonight. What do you think, Ruby? We can't see too many in the sky. I think they're completely overshadowed by the stars who we have here this evening. Our wonderful 9 judges here to judge our 26 contestants.
Yes, between the judges and the stars on our stage as well, it's going to be a bit difficult for us to make our mark. Anyway, that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we would like to thank you for giving so generously of your time. It is truly an honor and a privilege to share this evening with you. Thank you for being here. And I must say, you are looking stunning this evening, Manpreet.
Thank you so much, Ruby, and I have to thank my friend Nazreen for this, though later on I am also going to be in one of Reena's lovely creations, but this one is Nazreen's, and I know that what you're wearing has been created by one of your best friends.
Yes, I was waiting for you to ask. I'm wearing a Shubrata creation from Shubrata Designs, Juhutara Road, Mumbai, and I'm very, very proud and happy to be dressed in my sister's outfit. Anyway, before I get any more emotional, ladies and gentlemen, we must get on with our business tonight.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, on this stage tonight, a star will be born right here in front of our eyes. So without any further delay, ladies and gentlemen, Grasim Mr. International presents the contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our very first contestant for the evening. From Bolivia, please welcome Miguel Torello. He's wearing a chirivano, a tribal costume made out of peacock feathers worn by the warriors who never looked back, quite like Miguel's own life philosophy. Thank you, Mr. Bolivia, Miguel Torello.
And now, let's hear it for Mr. Bulgaria. Daniel is wearing a costume called the Bulgarian Nosia, the apparel of the farmer's costume in the 1500s. The cap is called Gogua, the socks Tarawatsi, the shoes are Tarwuli, and the pants Cheshire. Thank you very much, Mr. Bulgaria.
And taking center stage now is our third contestant, Mr. China. Dressed as the emperor from one of the most powerful dynasties of medieval China, the Qin dynasty. The dragon is a symbol of power, while the yellow and gold colors signify strength and could only be worn by the emperor. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Yin Sin from China.
Contestant number 4 has traveled all around the globe to be with us. Mr. Colombia. Mr. Colombia is 23-year-old Juan Carlos, a banker by profession. Juan is dressed as the first inhabitants of Colombia did. His costume is made of stones and bird feathers. What he carries in his hand symbolizes a race of nomads who travel through water. Juan Carlos from Colombia.
And our fifth contestant this evening is Danny Younger, who represents Curacao. Cura means priest and sao means to cook. So the early Spanish settlers gave this name to the local cannibals who cooked and ate priests during the famine. Danny wears a 500-year-old costume called the Arawak, worn by the Guardian Indians, who were the first inhabitants of Curacao. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Younger, Mr. Curacao.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Marcus from the ancient land of Cyprus. Dressed in a traditional shepherd's costume of the 1800s. The flute was used to frighten the wolves while the music soothed the sheep. This costume is worn on special national festive occasions.
And from the heart of Scandinavia, please welcome Martin Nelson of Denmark. Martin's sailor's uniform reminds us of shipboat celebrations. The bright silver buttons are a symbol of good luck. So here's wishing Martin good luck for this evening. Martin Nelson, Mr. Denmark.
And now, Mr. Germany. Mark Wilke of Germany is contestant number 8. An enthusiastic footballer, Mark is dressed in the official colors of the German football team for the 2006 World Cup to be hosted by Germany. Please welcome Mr. Mr. Germany.
Our ninth contestant, ladies and gentlemen, Odysseus. Odysseus hails from the land of the Acropolis, Greece. At 20, he's a model and a national basketball player who idolizes Michael Jordan. Tonight, Odysseus is dressed as one of the greatest known warriors in history, Alexander the Great. Let's hear it for Mr. Greece, Odysseus.
And now please welcome contestant number 10, the very cool Mr. Iceland. Ragnar Ingason is from the icy north, the land of the world's largest glaciers, Iceland. A commercial pilot by profession, Ragnar Ingason wears the national costume traditionally worn on the 17th of June, the National Independence Day of Iceland. So once again, let's hear it out loud for Mr. Iceland.
And taking center stage now is Nigem Kasam from Kenya. Nigem is dressed as a chief Nandi warrior with a headgear, jacket and shirt made from the skin of the colobus monkey. The whip he carries is a good luck charm and signifies respect for the elders of the tribe. So let's hear it for Nigem from Kenya.
And a very warm hello to contestant number 12, Omar Halahal from Lebanon. Dressed in a traditional Lebanese costume of the noblemen of the early 1800s, Omar loves life and plans to run an international modeling agency. Let's hear it for Mr. Lebanon.
And please welcome on stage Zlatko Dimitriv from Macedonia. Attired in a traditional folk dancer's costume worn in the 1600s. Dimitri is also quite a fan and he loves kickboxing, and he's quite a sport fan. He also prays for world peace. Let's hear it for Zlatko Dimitriv, Mr. Macedonia.
Manpreet, kickboxing and world peace, all on one stage, all in one person. From Malaysia, please welcome Han Boon. He wears the costume of the chief of the village of Sarawak, a small state in Malaysia. He dreams of running his own boutique in the near future. I could do with an outfit like that, Manpreet.
There wouldn't be a place for me to stand. There'd just be one of us then.
That's the idea. No, I'm just kidding.
And now taking center stage, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Mexico, contestant number 15. Aran Cervantes is dressed in the serpente emplumada, traditionally worn by royalty while worshipping the snake gods. And please applaud the snake charmer, who's also an architect by profession. Let's hear it for Aran Cervantes, Mr. Mexico.
And now from the Philippines comes our contestant number 16, Oscar de Guzman Jr. Oscar wears a barong made of banana leaves. A believer in true love, Oscar would love to build a Taj Mahal for the lady he loves. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow, there are going to be a lot of ladies swooning over here after hearing that.
Yes, exactly. The very romantic Mr. Philippines.
Contestant number 17, Adam Miara from Poland. Adam, I must say, is looking absolutely resplendent in the army uniform, though he believes that love can solve more problems than war. Please put your hands together for Adam Miara from Poland.
Very impressive. Left, right, left, right. Taking center stage now is Mr. Romania. Clad in a hand-woven costume worn on national celebrations by dancers and performers, Cesar Kazan is a professional model and, get a load of this, a mountain guide.
And now please welcome Remy Low from Singapore. Reflecting the oneness of Singapore's diverse cultures, he's attired in an Indian dhoti, a Chinese headgear with typical Malay vest and armbands. The red and yellow flames are meant to represent Singapore as the flame of Southeast Asia. Please put your hands together for Remy Low from Singapore.
And now from the land of Zorro comes our next contestant, Ivan Marti. Dressed as a flamenco dancer, Ivan is a keen football player, another one. Please welcome contestant number 22 from Spain, who would like to own a famous chain of restaurants serving Mediterranean food. Mr. Spain, I'd like to be the first one to taste the delicacies at your restaurant. Please keep that in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Spain.
And now please welcome contestant number 21, representing Sri Lanka, Arjuna Senanaik. Arjuna is dressed as a Kandyan dancer. This costume was worn by King Malay to evoke the blessings of King Vijaya, the serpent god. The headgear and the body ornaments portray the effect of the sun, while the 15 yards of cloth held around his waist with the lotus symbolizes snake skin. So let's hear it for Mr. Sri Lanka, Arjuna Sena Naik.
For a second there, I thought you were going to say Arjuna Rana Tunga.
I almost did.
Okay, and now please welcome Mr. Thailand. Homer is representing Thailand this evening, dressed in ancient warrior's attire made of peacock feathers, gold, and semi-precious gems. His ambition is to own a Thai food restaurant in Bangkok. I would like to come there as well. Manpreet will be with me.
I think we'll have a lot of invitations to restaurants, don't you think so, after
Yes.
this evening is over?
But we won't be able to fit into our outfits.
We'll borrow one of those large ones. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jam Horazal from the country of the Blue Mosque, Turkey. Jam is dressed as a Padshah of the Osman dynasty. By the way, Jam is tonight the reader of tarot. Please welcome Mr. Turkey, Jam Horazal.
And now contestant number 24, Mr. Ukraine. Woo! Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Igor Yegorov believes in pulling at life rather than having life pull him. Dressed in the Kasak, a riding costume worn for national celebrations. Let's hear it for the very flexible and agile Mr. Ukraine.
And coming all the way from South America, Mr. Venezuela, Julio Cabrera. Julio is attired in a traditional village costume designed to cover children during the winter. The costume is in the bright colors of the Venezuelan national flag. A big hand for Julio Cabrera, Mr. Venezuela.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our contestants for this evening.
Ruby, have we forgotten someone? I think we have.
Oh no!
Ladies and gentlemen, and now our very own, from the Garden City of Bangalore, winner of the Grasim title this February, the Grasim Mr. India, Raghu Mukherjee.
Regally attired in an exclusive creation by a leading designer of this country, Raghu's Sherwani bears a blend of the traditional and modern forms of embroidery, while his sword signifies strength and power. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Raghu Mukherjee, Mr. India! ये एक मिस्टर इंडिया हैं जो गायब नहीं होने वाले हैं. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grasim Mr. International contest is not just about good-looking men. I mean, it's not just about competition. It's also about meeting people and having a good time, sharing new experiences and just having fun. These contestants from around the world have come together and have spent the past 2 weeks shopping, sightseeing, and basically just learning a lot about each other and about cultures from around the world. Let's take a look at what they have been up to.
Too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me, to leave me, leave me, leave me. I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. Too sexy for Japan. New York and Birmingham. And I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your party, the way I'm disco dancing. Cause I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. Too sexy for my car, too sexy for my car, too sexy by far. I'm too sexy for my hat, too sexy for my hat, what do you think about that? Cause I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. Too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat, poor pussycat. Too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me. I'm too sexy for the this song.
Ooh. Hey, that looks exciting.
Well, that was a lot of fun, Ruby.
Oh, that's right. You were there.
Absolutely.
Jale pe namak.
Actually, let me tell you this much. At the talent round, it was very exciting, a lot of fun. I mean, you've just met the contestants here, but I met them a couple of days back, and it's great to see them back on stage.
Manpreet, jale pe namak aur lal mirchi bhi. Thoda
I'll tell
hari
you
mirchi
what.
bhi dal do.
Okay, I'm going to make it up to you. Why don't I tell you the names of the winners of the sub-contest? How's that?
No. Achha,
We've
okay,
got
fine.
them live, Ruby.
Yes, okay, fine.
Okay, we're going to move on to telling you the names of the winners of the sub-contest. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first of these sub-contests was the Grasim Best National Costume, held on the 21st of October. And you've seen them all in their national costumes here right in front of us. The contestants were judged by the quality of presentation, the uniqueness of costume, and how well it represents the host country.
That's right. Manpreet, I am going to get even with you later on, trust me. But to move on with the show, the winners of Grasim Best National Costume are...
The second runner-up. Please put your hands together, Mr. Sri Lanka. The second runner-up of the Grasim Best National Costume, Mr. Sri Lanka, Arjuna Senanaik.
Congratulations. The first runner-up for Grasim Best National Costume, Mr. Malaysia.
And to present the award for the Grasim Best National Costume, please welcome on stage Miss Reena Dhaka. And the award, ladies and gentlemen, for the Grasim Best National Costume goes to Mr. Singapore. Remy Lowe, Mr. Singapore. In that national costume that truly signifies the diversity of Singapore, with the Indian dhoti, the Malay waistbands and the handbands, and of course, the Chinese headgear. Mr. Singapore, Remy Lowe. Thank you very much, Reena, for doing the honors. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of Best National Costume. There's not enough space for them here. The second sub-contest was held on the 23rd of October, Grasim Best Talent, and it was judged by the uniqueness of the act and overall presentation.
And as I told you, it was a very, very exciting evening. So why don't we take a look?
Okay. ਸਾਡੇ ਕੰਟੈਸਟੈਂਟਸ ਤਾਂ ਬੜੇ ਟੈਲੈਂਟਡ ਹੈਗੇ
मैं की दसां ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਵੱਡੇ talented ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ.
More
Ladies and
talented.
gentlemen, those are our very, very talented contestants. Well, flamenco, singing, dancing, kickboxing, some fiery kung fu. All I can tell you is it was a great evening. We all had a lot of fun. And now it's time to tell you the winners of the Grasim Best Talent. The Grasim Best Talent 2002, the second runner-up. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Philippines, Oscar de Guzman Jr.
The first runner-up for Best Talent, Mr. Cyprus.
Well, we had Mr. Philippines winning with his fantastic breakdancing, and of course, Mr. Cyprus with a fiery kung fu act, which was absolutely spellbinding. And now it's time to present the winner, the Grasim Best Talent. And to do the honors, I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Stephen Concoda. Please welcome Mr. Stephen Concoda. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the Grasim Best Talent 2002 is Mr. Curacao, Danny Youngard. You heard Danny earlier this evening with that tribal war cry. Well, we heard him on the evening of the Best Talent round with some beautiful music. He sang some lovely numbers for us, and that's what's won him the title of the Grasim Best Talent 2002. Thank you very much, Mr. Concoda.